Welcome back to CRUX. Today, we'll discuss on the recent chaos in Russia. You won't believe what's been happening, and I'm here to tell you why it might not be as catastrophic as they appear. In late June of 2023, Russia had the world holding its breath. The Wagner Group, a private military company with ties to the Russian government, staged a full-scale rebellion against their own government. Shocking, right? Now, this all started after months of tension between the Wagner Group and the Russian military over their operations in Ukraine. The Wagner Group leader, Yevgeny Prigozhin, was fed up with what he saw as incompetence in the Russian military's handling of the war. He even accused them of attacking his own troops, leading to his declaration of rebellion. The rebels stormed back into Russia, taking control of cities like Rostov and Voronezh. It looked like the beginning of the end for Russia as we know it. To exacerbate the situation, on August 23rd this year, Prigozhin was killed in a plane crash. Wagner-linked Telegram channel Grey Zone reported the jet had been shot down by the Russian military, although it provided no evidence to support its claim. Western powers also went all in on burying Russia under massive financial sanctions. They thought these sanctions would cripple Russia's economy, but guess what? It didn't quite work out that way. You see, Russia's been selling its oil and gas to energy-hungry Europe for a long time. It was a match made in heaven. Russia had the resources, Europe had the cash. But then came Nord Stream 2, a massive pipeline project that ended up going down the drain in 2022. Suddenly, Russia couldn't rely on Europe anymore. So, they decided to sell their oil at a steep discount on the world market. Countries like India jumped on the opportunity and started importing Russian oil like there was no tomorrow. And hey, what about those sanctions? Well, it turns out, Russia found ways to keep its economy afloat. They moved more workers from the economy, and despite the sanctions, they're still managing to get by. But here's the kicker. Russia isn't the only one feeling the pinch. The West isn't winning the economic war either. They thought they could strangle Russia's economy, but it's turning into a stalemate. You see, Russia's got a lot of natural resources that the developing world needs. Neutral countries like Mexico, Serbia, China, Brazil, and the United Arab Emirates aren't eager to join the sanctions party. They're still willing to do business with Russia, and that's making the whole economic war tricky. Russia's defense budget is sky high, and they're the third largest military spender in the world. With all that cash, they can hold their ground in Ukraine for quite some time. Ukraine, on the other hand, is spending big on defense too, but it's taking a toll on their economy. The longer this war drags on, the worse Ukraine's financial situation becomes. Russia can outlast them financially, and that's a big advantage in a war of attrition. Sure, Ukraine's got support from the West, but they've got to be careful not to overextend themselves. And there's another thing to consider. Back in the 1980s, when the Soviets were fighting in Afghanistan, only 51% of their population was Russian. That meant ethnic and nationalist separatist movements had a shot at success. But today, in the Russian Federation, a whopping 81% of the population is ethnically Russian. So, separatist movements in Russia have a tougher road ahead. Back to our question, is Russia collapsing soon? The Wagner Group decided to make their move before the right conditions were in place. The Russian economy was still holding steady, Putin's approval ratings were high, and the timing just wasn't right. So folks, here's the bottom line. Russia isn't falling apart, and predictions of its demise have been around for ages. The economic war is a stalemate, and Russia's military budget is through the roof. Ukraine's got a tough fight ahead, and we might be in this for the long haul. Feel free to share your insights in the comments section below. If you like more of these videos, do subscribe and support our new channel so that we can continue making more videos. Thank you for watching.